Caitlin Clark, Fever leave no doubt versus Sky. Gain key advantage in WNBA playoffs push Chicago. The Indiana Fever officially hit the 500 mark with a 100-81 victory over the Chicago Sky on Friday night, ending a Chippy game with a 3-1 series advantage in this budding rivalry. The Sky were aggressive throughout the night, committing 2 flagrant 1 fouls on Fever rookie Caitlin Clark, and without their leading scorer Chennedy, the Sky just couldn't keep up with the Fever, who notched their largest margin of victory, 19 of the season. Clark finished with 31 points and 12 assists. Sky rookie star Angel Reese had a double-double with 10 points and 11 rebounds. Insider: even a Caitlin Clark airball is a good sign for surging Fever. They're playing with joy. More Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese focused on winning games, not Rookie of the Year, Fever star says. Here are 3 observations. Fever control most of game, get largest victory of 2024 season. At one point in this game, the Fever trailed 21-9. That didn't last for long. After going down 12 points, the Fever went on a 14-5 run of their own to get within 3 points at the end of the quarter. Once they got a lead in the second quarter, they didn't look back. With the Sky missing the quickness and spacing of leading scorer Chennedy because of health and safety protocols, Indiana quickly piled up points from the perimeter. Indiana shot 13 of 29 from three-point range on Friday night, which includes a 5 of 9 mark from Fever rookie Caitlin Clark. Clark, in the same building, she first set the Fever's single-game record for assists, dropped 12 more to her teammates on Friday night, and added 31 points. Kelsey Mitchell scored 23 points, marking her 6th straight game with 20-plus points. Temi Fabinal, who played 18 minutes, had a plus/slash of 29 despite only scoring 3 points, a testament to her defensive abilities. Fever get to 500 for first time since 2022. Having a 500 record is, by all means, not that much an accomplishment in most leagues. For some, you don't even make the playoffs with that kind of record. But for the Fever, it's an accomplishment they haven't sniffed for years. Until Friday night. With Indiana's win over the Sky on Friday night, the Fever have officially broken 500 for the first time since the 2022 season. That 500 record in 2022 came at the beginning of the season, 2-2, before losing 5 games in a row and ultimately ending 5-31. It was a 103-game streak. Per ESPN stats and info, the Fever played while being under 500. That's one achievement down for the surging team. On Sunday, they have the chance to do something that the franchise hasn't seen since 2019. Have a winning record at any point during the season. Indiana plays Dallas, which is 8-22, on the road on Sunday for a chance at that elusive winning record. To have a 500 record this late in the season is huge for the Fever, usually, with 8 of the league's 12 teams going to the playoffs. Not all teams have 500 or better record at the end of the season. With the 2022 2 pick, Nalissa Smith, and 2023 and 2024 1 picks, Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark. This improvement has been a long time coming for the Fever. This season especially, it's a sign of stark and fast improvement for a team that hasn't seen the playoffs since 2016. Win helps Fever's WNBA playoffs implications. This was a huge game for the Fever in terms of possible playoff implications. A win means the Fever have the official head-to-head advantage versus Chicago in the case of an eventual tie near the bottom of the standings. The Fever now have the head-to-head series victories over both the Sky and the Atlanta Dream. the two teams fighting for the No. 8 spot in the playoffs. So, if the Fever were to end up tying with either of those teams in the standings, they would get the more favorable spot. This also applies to the Phoenix Mercury, a team the Fever swept this season. Both the Fever and the Mercury are 16-16 following Indiana's win. And that means the Fever would officially be in the No. 6 playoff spot if the season ended today. After 8 years out of the playoffs, the Fever could plausibly finish as high as 6th this year. How many points did Caitlin Clark score against the Sky? Caitlin Clark scored 31 points on 8 of 14 shooting, 5 of 9 from 3. She also dished out 12 assists and grabbed 4 rebounds.